Ziiei, especially this initiative, Ziiei, no? Ziiei. This initiative is one of the commendable initiative, in fact, because mostly good teachers and innovative teachers are not felicitated. So, but this initiative has started recognizing the teachers, those who are good in teaching, not only that, innovative in teaching and making the learning deeper and conceptual understanding. So this was really a commendable initiative, and I think no one has thought of this earlier. And really, we are happy. It was in first, I think, our school closed after 17th of March, and it was declared that 1 month lockdown, and we are happy that at least we have some time, only 1 month to stop the teaching and learning process. But later on, when lockdown 2 announced, then it became chaos among the teachers and even and the educational administrator also. And what we started means through Facebook pages or WhatsApp, we started the teachers to come up with innovative idea to teach through online. So gradually, the teacher started teaching through online. They are sending voice messages to students, and they are sending YouTube videos of the classroom teaching to the students. But that also didn't work, because the students, those who are coming in our schools, especially government schools, they are from the downtrodden family. And what happened then, that the students, those who had this Android phone or a smartphone, they usually downloaded the video, they watched the video. But most of the children, though, their parents, they didn't have that phone. So it became another challenge for us. And another thing, that this YouTube video is consumes more data. So the parents of our school could not afford to recharge data also. That became problem. Then again, we started we started requesting the teachers to go to home and teach the children. And that too started in our district. Before our state declared the homeschooling, our teachers started going to home, but it is also very hard for them, because going to home and teach one children, to teach one child for a chapter, and going to another home for the child and teach same chapter, it was like very time consuming. So what the teachers started is the community teaching. Community teaching means they calling the children in the community shelters, like roadside, resting shades, or in a community ground. They call the children and they started teaching. But that too became fail, because that was the incessant rain became, and the rain was so heavy that no one can start teaching in the open space. And even the children has to come in the community place. That also became one of the challenge for us. Again, the teacher, what they did, they went to they asked the parents, whose house is centrally located, and asked for some room or cow set where there is no cows. So they managed to call the children there, and they started teaching there. And that type of teaching became, I think, nowadays, when last time, I think few weeks back, South District went to every blocks to meet the teachers and the head of the schools. At that time, we realized that the online teaching was only the futile exercise. They said that we have taught so many chapters, but when we made the children in the school, when they were called for the school, when the lockdown was open for class 9, and they came to school, and the teacher found that they were raw, nothing was there, their efforts has gone. So now what we are doing is the same community teaching is going on for the primary classes. And for the upper primary classes, now school is open since from 30th November. Now they are coming to school with the consent of the parent. And 9 is already begun last month. So now the teachers are what they are doing now. What we suggested that please make the learning outcomes that has been incorporated in the alternative academic calendar. So we had instructed them to uh, take the objectives as that taking that outcomes and take the chapter and take the outcomes from their alternative academic calendar and go through the and start teaching. So that has been done now. In fact, Ziiei is already doing commendable job, and you know that the no cost TLM, no cost teaching learning material is obviously good for the no better for the innovative Pasala. So they have got the very good linkage. Because when the teacher is innovative, then the Pasala becomes innovative. Otherwise, the traditional teacher cannot make the Pasala innovative. So these two has very good linkage. On the other hand, that the making experiential learning is always very much important for the children to get deeper conceptual learning. So those earlier we have, when I was a student, it was not like that. Experiential learning was not that, because we have to rote learning was there. We have to mug up and write the examinations, and nothing was there inside me. But later on, when you talk about the experiential learning, really the children experiences their life, their observations, their values also. Like that, the same thing I want to quote, that it was in 2018. The person from, I think, Ziiei Aurobindo Society came to our district, and he also gave the same sort of demonstration inside the class. This at that time, when I heard from the teachers, I was impressed by that. So experiential learning is really, really very important for the children to get deeper conceptual learning and understanding. In fact, this role model school was most needed initiative. Normally, we don't have such school to compare that this one is role model and this one has to follow that role model. There is no comparison. So if there is one role model school in the district, definitely we'll go for the what are the benchmark, what are the indicators that made that school role model. So the other school also starts thinking about that indicators and achieve that indicators to become role model. So role model is always there. When there is no darkness, no one can compare the brightness also. So somewhere brightness should be there, so that the darkness and the dust and the down will be differentiated. So this role model initiative is very good, very needed initiative for this time. I think it has to be earlier, but thank you so much for Ziiei Aurobindo Society to think this sort of model schools in the district. So that at least we can compare that these are the such indicators that made this school role model, so that you have to achieve that indicator to become role model. So at least we can show one example there, and where there is example, it will be easy for the others to make the roadmaps for the excellence. And I was very much impressed by this initiative, because some sort of temptation will definitely work for the children, because children gets tempted by small thing also. So sometimes we in our house also, for our children also, we used to say, I will give this if you write this. If you write 0, 1 to up to 10, then I will give you a chocolate, isn't it? So in this way, I think this initiative is very much important, and definitely this will make the children excel in their learning. Not only that, I think that there one sentence was there. in your concept note, that parent also gets tempted, no? Because my child will get at least 50 rupees. That 50 rupees will be useful for buying pen, pencil, ink, dot pen, ruler, etc. And every time that parent in our normally in our government schools, normally parents from the lower economic backgrounds are there. So 50 rupees for them is really a good amount for the children to give some that paper, pencil, and all these things. So it is really a good initiative. And so for the teachers, especially, I want to say that the professional development is very much important. Now the teachers have lot of challenges even inside the classroom. Yeah, even the teachers, those who are young enough, they have to think about the children, think about the individual children inside the classroom, not only the whole classroom. So a teacher has to develop that capability to go behind every child and assess them, and assess their values, assess their cognitive, assess their aesthetic areas also, so that the child can be complete human being. Not only that, now the NEP has said that 360-degree assessment, and I think this 360-degree assessment is becoming a great challenge for the teacher. So teacher is nowadays the teachers are assessing a child through paper, pencil test and oral only, but now that they have to assess the child through different means, through different ways, so that the child becomes a child will achieve holistic development. So I just want to say that the teacher has to be leader in teaching learning process and postmodernist pedagogy. Otherwise, the teacher will fail, and our society, consequently, our society, our nation will fail. So this is my message to the teachers, and eventually I want to say that even for the administrator also, they have to be more concerned than the teachers. Teaching learning process, teaching learning classroom is not only for the teachers. The administrators should take the vital role and crucial role in making the teaching learning process smooth, congenial, and conducive. Otherwise, the teachers get demotivated, and the classroom teaching becomes futile.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to deliver a feedback video regarding zero investment innovation for education initiatives, or ZII, teacher training by Arvind Society. Firstly, my introduction. I am Chitra Kumari Rai, PRT General, and my education qualification is senior secondary, and I am 18 years of experience in this teaching job. Number 2 point, and I am from South Sikkim, Namchi. The meaning of Namchi is sky high. It is approximately 92 km away from Siliguri, West Bengal, and it is very beautiful place decorated by different natural beauties, like we can view Mount Kanchenjunga from here, and also like holy place Siddheshwari Dham or Char Dham. There is the statue of Lord Shiva, is 108 feet tall. The devotee of Hindu believers come here to worship. They believe that to wash away one's sins by visiting this place, and also the statue of Guru Rinpoche is here. It is the holy place of Buddhist community. It makes our Namchi more beautiful. And the third point is my school name is Lord Jaumbari Primary School. It is situated in about 8 kilometers away from Namchi. The total number of students of my school is 22. It is very less populated area, and their house is far from one another, so the enrollment of student is less. And other hand, this school is situated little bit far from village. Because of this, no any disturbance come from outside. It makes us to concentrate to study. And point number 4, I have faced some problem regarding students, because in my school most of the students are from rural area and their parents are not so much knowledge to help their children in studies. At the same time, they come from different family background. Point number 5, Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiatives, or Ziiei. Through this program, we have got so good knowledge regarding teaching and learning process in this pandemic period. Since 3 months, we have learned from our teacher educator Sri Swendip Som. He is good educator. He is more supportive with us, and especially he can taught with us in simple or easiest way, which we can understand much more from him how to teach our students. Through online class, we can teach our students how to create family tree, food preservation, about concept mapping and importance of Bloom's taxonomy to make more effective in teaching and learning process, which makes more interesting. He taught us in math subject the topic place value is very interesting way, which makes me more excited. He taught us this chapter very different way. I am very much sure that it help our students can understand very easily and they can learn playing with fun. And point number 6, this program, Ziiei Sri Arvind Society, indeed a great initiative, and it is helpful for learning gap between this pandemic period. This IPCT or Innovative Parsala app help us to get more information about different subjects. It helps us to teach our students more easiest way. Sometimes we face difficulties to understand in some particular subject because of lack of information even in book. On that case, it easily helps us to get solution, and it is very helpful to continue class even in shortage of subject material or books. By this IPCT app, anywhere in any time, we can able to teach our subject without any difficulties or obstacle, and it is very much useful to us during this pandemic period. It makes teaching and learning process more easy way. And point number 7, I feel very happy if my school should be selected as a role model in my district, because my student of my school is well disciplined as well as hard working also. So if they got this opportunity, it's make proud of our school as well as our district. And lastly, point number 8, I would like to thank Sri Arvind Society, Ziiei, and HDFC Bank, and our teacher educators, or our dear Sir Swendip Som. He teaches us more effective way to teach our students, guiding us from last 3-4 months. I'm very much thankful to him and entire team of Ziiei, and I fully hope that in future by this training the student of government school will achieve more advantage. Thank you, sir.
Khurumjari. My name is Laralapun Janiquin. My educational qualification is I have completed my PhD degree in Life Science Botany. I have completed my DLET and B.Ed program as well. I have been in this teaching profession for the last 8 years. I am from Imphal East District, and about the historical significance of Imphal East District, all the districts of Manipur share a very common historical aspect. So I would rather say that Manipur as a whole is a state which has a rich historical significance of its own. And for Imphal East District, I would like to mention Kumalnapak Sports Complex, which remains to be the powerhouse of producing many sports personality before and in the years to come. The name of our school is Khomidok Arapati Khabi Upper Primary School, situated in Khomidok area of Imphal East District, Manipur. The major problem area in this school is poverty, the ignorance of the parents of the students, because we also find it very hard to persuade the parents to make their children to send to school, as they have the mindset that making their children to earn their own bread will be a more wise decision for them than to send their children to school for education. And I think it is the most critical and dangerous factor to hinder education in this area and Manipur as well. With this Ziiei training program, we have learned how to implement our innovative ideas by investing a very little amount of money or no money at all, and we have learned how to make family tree through this process. We have learned about concept mapping, we have learned about lesson plans on numbers and English. We have learned about Oro Scholar, which is the first micro scholarship program for the students of India launched by Sri Aurobindo Society. Sir Serendip Som is a very good trainer and a supervisor. It will not be very much of me to say that he is a down-to-earth person, because he is very helpful during this webinar. He listens and he understands our problems. That's why I like his style of handling every kind of situation. His enthusiastic and positive outlook towards us is amazing. During this IPCT or Innovative Pathshala training app, we came to know about various online tools like Zoom app, Google Meet. For various online classes, we came to know about Innovative Pathshala app, and during this webinar, we have also done the activity given in this app. It is very exciting and very much fun to do, and I think it will prove to be a very important and very useful tool for the students for a better learning outcome. As I have already mentioned that most of our students are from very poor family, we used to skip those type of activity which requires expensive materials, but now I realize that we can also substitute the material with a recyclable resources which cost nothing or very little amount of money for a better activity. The reason why my school, Komido Arapati Khabi Upper Primary School, should be selected as the role model school in our district, Imphal East District, is that in spite of the many difficulties faced by the students in their day-to-day life, their innocent heart never forgets about humanity, unity and integrity, because their sense of cooperativity while doing any kinds of activities in the classroom or in the school just sets a very great example to all. And above all, they have the ability and they have the quality to connect what they have learned through the classroom or school to their real life situation. And I think this quality is definitely the strongest point for them to be selected as the role model school of our district. At the end, through this platform, I would like to thank 1,000 times to Sri Aurobindo Society, Ziiei, and HDFC Bank for giving me this opportunity for expressing my thoughts about my school, Komido Arapati Khabi Upper Primary School. Last but not the least, please like my video, share it to your friends, and please give some love onto the comment box. And thank you very much for enduring with me until the end. Goodbye and Kurumjari.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Nitu Diwan, MA B.Ed. I teach Government Junior High School, Gumpa Kurpise. I have been teaching since 2003, so I have 17 years of teaching experience. I teach vernacular language, Nepali. And my state is Sikkim. Sikkim is 22nd state of India. It is hilly and natural beautiful state. And it is historically and culturally very rich. It has only 4 districts, namely North, South, West and East. I am from South District. South District is also known as Namchi District. In Namchi District, different attractions for the visitors as well as the different religious communities. It has many gumpas, temples like Nando Gumpa, Ralang Gumpa, Siddheshwar Dham, Sai Mandir, Tandong Hill, Samdupse, etc. In Samdupse, there is 118 feet of Guru Rinpoche statue. It is located opposite side of Namchi town. It is also called wish fulfilling hill. The name of my school is Gumpa Ghurpise Junior High School. The UDISC code is 110301117101. It is located outside of the Namchi town. It is 4 kilometers away from the Namchi town. We have only small number of students in our school. There are only 82 students from KG to class 8. And about problem area, I already stated that I teach vernacular language Nepali in class 7 or 8. And I found in my school the vernacular language Nepali is being very bored subject for some of the students. And there is in the class, I found them lack of interest in the subject. But I encourage them to read and write the Nepali language, and to encourage and to make them understand and to make them interest. I used to role play of Nepali poem and story, whatever in the content, so that the students can learn the poem and story along with the difficult word meaning. And by doing that activities, role play activities, some of the students are very talented. They can explore their talent through these activities, role play activities. And now they are enjoying the class and they becoming the little bit interested in the Nepali subject. And about the Ziiei training. Through the Ziiei, Zero Investment Innovations for Education Initiative, I improved myself a lot. I got ideas, but did not know how to share and how to implement with the class or with my students. But this webinar taught me this webinar. Through this webinar, one of the most important teaching experience I got. This is conducting the online classes. During this pandemic situation, this webinar helped me much. At the beginning, I was using only WhatsApp, by which I was able to making and sending videos and notes to my students. But after this, I use Google Meet, Zoom apps to conduct online classes. So I would like to thank the entire team of Ziiei webinar to making me understand to use the digital learning platform. Through this webinar, I have got the much more innovative ideas. For this, I would like to thank our teachers, Mr. Sayandeep Som, who is very energetic and supportive and enthusiastic. He is very and supportive. He inspired us, and he took the different webinar session in a unique way. It was helpful, it was useful, relevant, and adaptable for us. For all this, I would like to thank the entire team of Ziiei or Windows Society from the core of my heart. And IPCT training. When I attended the Ziiei training, I have improved myself a lot. How to implement my ideas in an innovative way to better learning outcome. From this webinar session, I received lot of innovative ideas. This innovative Parsala help us an everyday classroom companion for achieving better learning outcomes. Through this webinar, I learned various skills, activities, strategies, and innovative views. And role model school. Yes, everybody want that their school should be selected as a role model school. But to be role model school, there are some criteria to be fulfilled. Sorry to say, our school cannot fulfill that criteria to be as role model school. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Sri Aurobindo Society, Ziiei, and HDFC Bank for the wonderful and beautiful webinar session, and which gave us various ideas, innovative ideas for us. Thank you, entire team of Ziiei, Sri Aurobindo Society, and HDFC Bank. Thank you.
Namaste everyone, I am Roshan Nepal. I have done MSc Mathematics, Bachelor's in Education B.Ed, Masters in Public Administration, and a certificate course in Disaster Management. I have almost 12 years of experience in school teaching. My state, my district. My state Sikkim is a tiny state located in the northeast region of our country. It is a biological, climatic and cultural hotspot and mainly famous as hill station with very tourist-friendly, peace-loving people as its inhabitants. Out of only 4 districts of Sikkim, I live and work in the capital district called East Sikkim, where administrative, tourist-related business and development are all at a good pace round the year. My school. I am presently posted at Government Junior High School Samlik Marchak, which is blessed by Rumtek Monastery in the upper side and mirrored by the capital town of the state. There are 56 students in our school and all of them are from rural background, out of which majority of them are socially backward students with very few students still the first level learners of their family. My problem. I teach mathematics as a major subject in upper primary level and deal with moral science department in the school. About mathematics, clearing the concept and relating them to real life is every time a stone-turning deal, and once it is done, the joyfulness in dealing the problems of mathematics in the student's eyes can be really seen. About moral science department, the image of the teacher and creating a spark movement which I feel as a U-turn movement by using actual hands-on, localization or being empathetic about the concept or reflection of own behavioral changes is a very challenging task. Ziiei training. When I started attending Ziiei training and knew some zero investment golden methods, my teaching style began to change, with almost each topic covered in one or the other set ways, and also many minor innovations also started to crack too apt for the local conditions. Innovative Parsala training. Innovative Parsala training is a milestone with great dream of empowering the teaching faculty like us with a clear concept of inculcating the regionalization of the concept and blending them with the education philosophy with interactive sessions at regular intervals at comfort zone. Benefits of the training. In this most difficult time of the entire world, there were three main challenges to a teacher. First is engaging the students with fruitful works and make them feel secured and guided as in the regular school hours. Second, give correct information about the current situation and the repeated do's and don'ts to remain safe in these times to the students and the parents as well. And third, update ourselves in content and methodologies and sharpen the efficiency to use its fullest in the benefit of the society. I feel that innovative Parsala training has guided us very well to solve all the three tasks in these difficult times, and this can be felt as now we feel forward in making the learning objectives met by the students, and the perspective of the parents to a school approach is very positive, and we as a guides are not feeling outdated as the school has started to be on track with many difficulties still. In the training sessions conducted by respective Sayandip sir and Ujjwal sir, the simplicity in the content delivering styles was the most attractive part for me, and irrespective of the non-local belonging, the localization capability was impressive. The trainings were very interactive and innovative ideas cannot be forbidden as they are sure to strike the minds as soon as we plan for the topic to deliver in the class or discuss in the interaction as well. My solution. By applying the zero investment ideas shared in the innovative Parsala app, ideas in the Ziiei booklet, and idea sharing sessions, each of the concept of mathematics could be simplified, localized, most importantly, localized and harbored in the learner's mind. This made the task very easy and in a small amount of time and very less resources, locally available resources, the learning outcome were felt to be inculcated. By regular participation in the webinars, I could feel refreshed and rejuvenated, and same could be mirrored to the students' parents while in interaction with them, which was sufficient for me as a moral science guide. Usually, while teaching the subject of social science and languages, morality is less highlighted than the contents. Therefore, the main task of extracting and highlighting the moral motive behind any context was possible because of the trust to relate the moral subject with teaching content as guided me in the training sessions. My selection of the moral stories, which I usually empathize about moral stories, has also been refined as I could select and share more impactful and localized stories to the students. I feel that nowadays students are being guided to be literate and progressing for being great persons. But being good and educated is more important than being great. Application of value-based instruction system and nurturing the moral values within the students with different methods, especially storytelling, role play, and self-demonstration methods shall surely have in the process. And I want to inculcate this type of habits in each student as they see the teachers as a role model of their life. My school as a model school. With very limited resources and being the school located in a remote area with some first level learners, with the cooperative effort of all the teaching and non-teaching staffs, we have been able to use each and every resource we have been provided and application of many innovative ideas for achieving the learning outcome to the students. With a view of best use of resources available, I feel that our school should be selected as a model school of the state. for application of the innovative ideas in the teaching learning process. For the cause of being a motivator and giving a platform to the teachers to show their innovative ideas of teaching learning process, facilitating the teachers with best practices and enable the other enthusiastic teachers to use the best teaching practices. I want to thank the team of Sri Urban Society, dedicated wing of Ziiei, and for fueling and nurturing the spark. I want to thank the HDFC Bank too. I feel that the content of any topic is best understood when it is delivered with the best practices. Therefore, to know the best practices of teaching learning through zero investment innovative ideas, Ziiei has been delivering this through its channels. Therefore, to be the first amongst all to know the best practices of teaching learning process, I want to appeal, suggest you all to like, share and subscribe the channel of Ziiei. धन्यवाद.
Benjamin Franklin stated, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Tashidalek. It translates to hello in my native language, and I'd like to start by introducing myself. My name is Wongchukdama Bhatia, and I am an English teacher teaching in Central Patu Primary School. My hometown is Gangtok, East Sikkim, and we are the 22nd state of the nation. My qualification is Bachelor in English, and I have successfully completed my diploma in elementary education from Diet Kanto. I have cleared my TET exam, and currently I am pursuing my master's from IGNOU. I have been in this teaching field for almost like 6 years, and teaching is truly my passion. I strive to provide the best for my student, and I have noticed the same spirit for my students who are eager to learn more. My school has 25 students in total. It sounds way too less, but every student is motivated to learn, and there is also a healthy study environment. The problem that I face in my current school is that it is situated in a rural area, and so learning English become a challenging task for the student. This is because most of the parents are not properly educated, and so they have been brought up being more comfortable in speaking their mother tongue, a local language. And so I think it has slowed them from learning English efficiently. Unfortunately, we also do not have lots of resources, and we cannot bring people from places to conduct educational workshop for our students. They were also quite shy and afraid to make mistakes, which I can really relate to, because even I was in same position. And so in order to overcome all those obstacles, I have like conducted or done activities in my class like work drills, poem recitations, role play, and even given and I even have given them the flexibility to express themselves in English without being abashed. And I still do that till this point. I do not point out their mistakes directly, for I feel like if I do, then they will lose the flow of confidence and will become unsure when speaking in English. I let them complete what they want to say, then only do I tell them about their grammatical errors, and when we meet the next class, they appear to have improved even by a little. And so I am really jovial and proud to witness that whenever they encounter a new word in class, I use word drills which aid in the improvement of their pronunciation. Their once hesitant and nervous persona is gradually being overshadowed by confidence, and I strongly feel that role plays and poem recitation plays a very major role in that. Because when I read aloud the content, they will listen, but in role play, they understand better according to me as they express what they have read themselves. So this Ziiei program has polished my prior knowledge, and I feel like it has brought open a positive change to my teaching method, and it helps me provide the best for my students. Even before being a part of this program, I knew how to teach my students using resources such as chart paper, etc. But it was quite an expense doing that every time. So this ZIIEI program has helped me reduce those expenses by teaching me methods of providing education in an interesting manner without spending much. This program has taught me the technique of concept mapping. This technique helped me deliver the content in an efficient and intriguing manner through the use of visual illustration. I really found this training exciting, and I believe that it will help my student just as much or more as it helped me. I'm gratified to Mr. Sayandip and Mr. Ujjwal who guided me throughout this training or this program, and you have really contributed in sharpening my teaching skills and strategies. Mr. Sayandip has recommended me about the Innovative Pathsala app, which is a tool for primary teaching and is applicable for any grade. This app has been really beneficial to me as it has given me innovative teaching ideas. Though our school is situated in a really rural environment and neighborhood, we teachers are really dedicated to our job. And our students are also filled with the drive to learn. And so, this is the reason why I strongly feel our school should be selected as the role model school, as we are spreading the positive message of determination. Furthermore, I would like to convey my gratitude to Sri Aurobindo Society, ZIIEI, and HDFC Bank for organizing and conducting a wonderful program like this. To conclude, I would like to express how I am really fortunate to be a part of this training, and I'm infused with optimism and hope the program like this will happen again. Thank you.
Actually, North Sikkim, most of the schools are in remotely located in the villages, and the enrollment are very less.
Yes.
So, and the net connectivity was not that much good also, and so the online platform was not that much working. And comparatively, North Sikkim had less number of COVID cases. In the initial stages, there was no COVID. It was COVID-free district, and most of the parent-teacher associations and the SMCs, they approached, and they were worried about the education of their kids. And they, since the enrollment was very less, they asked the permission to give permission to conduct the physical classes in the schools, or in the mode of the homeschooling, teachers going to the neighborhood schools, neighborhood houses, and taking classes physically to the students. So in the initial stage, I did not give the permission because I had to obtain approval from the district collector or the, because since it was the under the disaster management authorities, we could not directly give the permission to the school authorities. So I discussed with my higher authorities, director, school education, and also with the district collector. And the collector also gave permission to conduct physical classes either in the school itself or in the teacher's house or in the neighborhood, maintaining the COVID protocol, social distancing, hand washing, and etc. And the people were also happy. And the strict instruction was that up to the class 3 students, they were not allowed to attend the classes. From class 4 onwards, they can conduct on alternate days. If 4, 6, and 8 classes are conducted today, then 5 and 7 will be conducted on the another day. In the like manner, the classes were going on. Simultaneously, after a few months, or I think from unlock 1 or unlock 2, the department itself gave permission to conduct the homeschooling mode, and the SOP was also framed. And following those SOP, in the schools which were having more enrollment, they also started the same procedure. I think 7 of our teachers from my district also got that award. Innovative. They had shared the lesson plans and teaching methodology with the platform, and they were awarded from Delhi last December or January, I think. And this and I have gone through the various 20 lesson plans were given in your for one lesson in your module. That also I went through those lesson plans also, and it was very innovative. And if the teacher is interested, they can use those lesson plans according to the feasibility of the situation. In the traditional mode, when we prepare one lesson plan and go to the class, the mood of the class will be different. So the teacher has to change uh, he has to deviate from the prepared lesson plan and act according to the mood of the classroom or the situation of the classroom. So when you are getting many a number of lesson plans, it is very easy for the teacher to adapt with the situation or the mood of the class, and it is very fruitful. The Ziiei platform is very good, and I have uh, asked and guided many teachers to download the app in their mobile phones and use the benefit of those lesson plans.